All right. With that being put in, we're live for part one, but just part one only until we call, and then it'd be on to part two. But first, we'll get through part one as much as we can. I just got to wait for some of you guys to come on in first. And I got to get the questions ready as well. So until I get the questions ready, we'll set that up. And as soon as I get the questions ready, we'll go. And also would appear as long as we get as long as the questions that I pull up that that they'll be operate that computer will be operating. Okay, now I'm getting in the boxes. Okay, let me pull up those questions, folks, and then we'll start. If anybody still is, if anybody's in here yet, I have not seen you if you're in here yet. If you are, just hold on. I'll be right there. I just got to pull up the questions. Sometimes, sometimes it wants to be cooperative, and sometimes it doesn't. All right. And as soon as we start, have not seen if anybody's in here yet. Oh yeah, Steve's in here. All right, Steve. Well, I'm getting pulled up. I'm pulling it up, and I'm getting it started for when everybody comes in. This will be quicker to get it this way if I just keep pressing down. Probably should have done that. I probably should have done this before starting the stream, but I didn't think about it. All right. Now we got it ready. Hey, Heather. Yeah, apologize not being able to do this last night, but yeah, I've got this. I've got part one ready until the call until we get the call for dinner, and then we vote. But seeing if I can get anybody in here. If we I'm foreseeing if we can get enough people in here before part one ends. I just got you two right now. If we can get a couple more people, I think we'll be good to start some questions until dinner time. I I don't know if they would or not. Um, because like I said, both my parents are in their 70s, so well, early 70s, so I don't know if they'd feel like, traveling that much, but I mean, but I know that like when they were younger, like when my sister was younger, she always wanted to she always wanted our family to play the feud because she was like a big Family Feud fan. But I don't think they'd probably do it today though. Hey, decent guy, I'm doing pretty good. You can say so far. How about you? Well, like I said, I try to be here when I can, and when I can't, when I can, I can, when I can't, I can't. Oh, you remember that in that Avril Lavigne song you said was your favorite? Oh, Complicated? Yep, I remember that one. It's been my favorite Avril Lavigne song for 27 20 something years. Ever since since 2005 when I first heard it. Oh, you heard that today and thought of me? Nice. Nice. I love that. Oh, looks like winter is trying to looks like winter's trying to make a knock on your doorstep already, Heather. If you got a little bit of snow yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I usually do that. I usually stream unlimited. Well, maybe we can pick those up soon if we can get something. But also, the also what I've realized is my parents are having a hard time trying to sell that house. And they said they cannot have two houses. So they're putting both of they're putting both of these on this house and that other and their other house on the market and see which one will sell first. So if this house sells first, then I've been moving back with everyone, and back in the same house with people. I won't be living alone anymore, which kind of sucks because I mean I really like living alone. They're not having much luck selling. They thought that they could get the house sold, and then a lot of stuff started happening. So you know they're trying to say I told them I like this house. I like living alone. I wish I could keep this house, and they're like well, you don't have the money, but if you had the money, we're making payments on it, then I'd sell it to you. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that if both houses sell, which I don't think will happen, but if both houses sell, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of telling them, what if both houses sold? Then where will we go? But I'm guessing as soon as one house sells, they'll take off the other for sale sign. I'm hoping they get that house sold so I can stay here. But then again, I might have better internet reception there. I don't know. Well, they were planning on coming here since this is where all our stuff, since we got all our stuff moved here. But if they can't get this, but if they can't sell their other house, then we might have to move all this stuff back over to the other house, and I'll be back over at the other house. I said, if I was as if I was anywhere, you know, if I was back over there, the 2 a.m. streams, even if I had, better internet reception over there, the late streams may not even be a thing anymore. I'm in the same close area right now, yes, but or probably about 10 minutes away from each other's houses. Maybe not even that much, maybe 5 to 7, somewhere around there. But yeah, I mean, I'm still in the same one, and they're in the they're in their house, and I'm still in this one all alone. I mean, I like living alone, but I mean, if that reality has to come to a dream, I mean, if that dream has to come to an end, I mean, we'll have to make do with it. Because we were in the process of selling one, we were in the process of buying this house, and then and then they were selling that one, and then they were selling that one, and they had like a deal on it, but the deal had closed in, and the lady, that was going to buy it, went back on it and said, we're not buying it. Bought another one, and then ever since then, we've just, we've had people looking at the house, but no real, they haven't had really any luck buying it, or having had any interested buyers in it yet. I mean, it looked like it was real good in the summer and everything, and then I guess as the school year started, coming in around August, just started getting, it just started looking less and less likely. So they said, they can't have two. I mean, they're selling at least one of. They're putting both houses up for option because well, I mean, they just said they can't keep two houses. I mean, that's too much money to keep two houses. Yeah, this was supposed to be the permanent one that they were going to move into, but ever since that one, ever since that sale fell through, and the lady went back on buying the house, we saw that, okay, it's going to just take longer, and now they haven't had much luck since it fell through. Yeah, they're just trying to sell one of those two, because I mean, my dad says having two houses is just too much. I would, decent guy, but you see, the way the sell prices are right now in the housing market, I mean, in the housing market and in the interest rates, it's just not that easy right now. It might get easier. I mean, might get easier, but right now, through the winter, through the cold months, I don't see it happening. I mean, who would really want to get out in the cold to just, look to buy a house in the winter? Hey, knuckle busting. Oh, no, Heather, I grew up in a house way, way back. The house I grew up in, we moved out of that house when I was 7 years old. And then the house that we moved into, we lived in that one for 26 years. Lived in that one for 26 years from 1993 to 2019. See, I lived in my first house from when I was born in 86 to 1993. Then we lived in the big house 1993 to 2019. Then we downsized to the one-story one in 2019, moved in that one in 2022, and then moved in the house that they're in now, trying to sell now from 2022 right now till the present. I've never eaten squirrel. I don't. I don't know. I don't really mow the lawn. He'll usually have somebody else mowing it, but I probably have to. But I mean, he'd have him do it in the daytime when it's a little bit warmer. Nope, no rabbit. I've only, let's see, the only animal I've eaten, decent guy, is pig. and it wasn't even the pig. It was its feet. That's why they called it pig's feet. And I only ate the pig's feet because that was a group participation at church. Somebody had to eat it, and nobody in our group was eating it. So I, took the sap and decided to eat it. It wasn't too bad, but but some of but I remember some of them are like, "Don't throw up. Don't start throwing up after you eat it. Don't start throwing up." Oh, I've ate chicken too, but yeah, I mean, how could I forget chicken? I've eaten chicken before. The grass, I mean, the grass will grow, as we get more rain. I mean, it might freeze over when it goes to snow, but yeah, I've eaten beef. I prefer, when they ask whether you prefer chicken or beef, I always tell them beef. My dad would always tell them chicken, but I would always tell them beef. Yeah, I guess when the snow comes, you're doing that. I remember at the big house, I had to shovel a lot of snow once. It was a lot of work. I mean, I tell you, when you shovel snow, it's a lot harder than it looks. I haven't really checked on the grass though, but I mean, so I wouldn't have any updates on it. But I mean, we'd keep it trimmed though if we had to. Oh, hold on, that's the phone. Hold on, they're probably trying to tell me it's ready. Hold on. Oh, upstate New York. By the way, yeah, that was them to tell me that dinner has arrived. Dinners are ready. So I will. So so we'd have to shut off right here for part one, and then after dinner, I'll be back for part two. Which one? Oh, frog legs. I've never had frog legs. Had 6 to 8 inches of snow yesterday. Tonight it's raining. Well, at least it's changing over from rain to snow. I mean, from snow to rain. Don't have to, don't have to shovel any rain. Uh, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. And like I said, after dinner, I'll be back for part two. Until part two, you guys keep it real, and I will see you back here a little bit later after dinner. Yep. Thank you. See you all. See you all in a little later.